Welcome to the West Coast Songwriters Songwriting Competition, the Palo Alto chapter. I'm your host, Becky Saunders. I work here at the Media Center where we're filming this tonight and going out live to you. And I'm also a volunteer with the wonderful West Coast Songwriters. So the format of tonight's evening is very simple. We have about 10 performers. They're going to come up and sing their songs and then be judged by our wonderful crew of volunteer judges, and more about that soon. But when it's your turn, people in the audience, just come on up as quickly as you can, and I'll do a little bit of patter so you'll have time to get set up. Take your time and make sure you get comfortable with your mic and where you are. You don't have to feel like you're in a hurry. We're all family here. So before we start, I just want to make sure that Art Sirota knows he's going first. Then Cheryl is on deck, and probably Corey is in the hold, as they say. So we do have, to open our show this evening and to warm up the room, we have some wonderful judges are going to sing for us tonight, Bev Barnett and Greg Newland. They write songs together and perform, and they have been called True American Americana, perhaps because of their ability to make good music without pigeonholing themselves to a particular category. They have just released their third studio CD, Love Can Change the World. Bev and Greg had their hands in the Bay Area music scene one way or another for almost a dozen years. And they songwrite and they perform, and they presented the True Wind Music Concert Series from 2004 to 2010. First at the Espresso Garden in San Jose, and then at a house concert. And Bev has served on the board of directors of Guitars Not Guns, West Coast Songwriters, and the Folk Alliance Region West. She writes Bev's Blender Brain blog and offers workshops that help musicians to sort out the confusion of Facebook, Twitter, and email marketing, which is huge. Everyone has a challenge with that, I think. So, and Greg is a lifelong performer, a vocal arranger and producer. He offers private lessons in his Campbell, California studio, as well as workshops on guitar arranging for the solo singer-songwriter and partial capo techniques. I like that. So both are former WCS board Best Songwriter and Best Performer winners. And so I want to thank you for judging for us tonight. So why don't you take it away with your song? I believe it's called Love Can Change the World.
Love Can Change the World. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you.
It all comes down to how I choose to live the truth I have found. 'Cause sometimes I can make a point and never make a sound. And every road is neatly paved with all my best intents, but scattered on the shoulder line, the thoughtless words I've spent. But love can change the world. I can play a part. If only I would listen, I could hear with an open heart. With an open heart. I see the world in black and white, and rarely hear the gray. I don't take time to read the lines, and then I turn the page. when I can smell the roses still, the snow is on the ground, the petals falling at my feet. I finally hear the sound, 'cause love can change the world. I can play a part. If only I would listen, I could hear. Love can change the world. I can play a part. If only I would listen, I could hear. With an open heart, with an open heart, with an open heart. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Bev and Greg. The hair's up on my arms. It's really a beautiful song and a wonderful message and a great way to start our evening off. So Art, are you, yeah, Art's here. So while Art's getting set up, let's introduce Michael Edel, our third judge. Michael Edel has served as the past president of West Coast Songwriters Association Board of Directors. Not an easy job, so much to do. And he is very experienced as a nonprofit consultant and continues to help guide the organization's operations and strategic planning. He's still very much involved with West Coast Songwriters. Michael himself is a seasoned musician, performer, and arranger, and he has worked with numerous recording artists, including Wilson Pickett, Joe Tex, Ike and Tina Turner, Jackie Wilson, and many more. And today, Michael still collaborates with several Bay Area songwriters and musicians, focusing on music from his R&B, funk, and jazz roots. And he's still very much in the picture and is available, and he's so available through West Coast Songwriters. Thank you, Michael. All right. All right, are you ready to take it away? Sure. Okay, so you're going to sing two songs, and your first song is not in competition, and the second one is. But I think do you want to do? Should we do feedback on both songs, though? Shall we do that? Let's do feedback on both songs, and let's. Yeah.
Actually, the name of my first song is "Feedback on Both Songs."
Okay.
So she just stole my thunder, but.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mom. All right.
So this first song is called "Lost Runner," and I was going to rehearse it before I came here tonight, but my cat was in the room with me. That was Lacey, and every time I started to play the harmonica, she started meowing. So I was faced with a decision either to throw her out or just not play the harmonica, so I chose not to play the harmonica. So if I blow the harmonica solo, then blame it on the cat. Not my fault. Oh, I'm running down a long, lonely road. I'm lost as a man can be, and I haven't got a clue where I'm running to. Nothing looks familiar to me. And the road twists and turns through the trees. Oh, I must be a long way from home, but I'm keeping up the pace, looking for a face to keep me from feeling alone. Oh, I wonder where this road will end, what lies beyond the next bend. The sound of my feet running down the street pushes me on past the pain as sunshine comes after the rain. There's a fork up ahead. And it's not clear where either one leads, but I'm going to stick to whichever path I pick. How else can I hope to succeed? And I wonder where this road will end. What lies beyond the next bend? The sound of my feet running down the street pushes me on past the pain as sunshine comes after the rain. Running down a long, long, lonely road. Thank you. So, this next song is called Distant Star. Tiny distant star, burning in the night, traveling through space. Close but yet so far, brilliant point of light, sunshine on your face. You're sending me a signal, if only I could comprehend. Studying the sky, trying to reply, even stars need friends. Tiny distant star, light years from my home, never give up hope. I see where you are, spinning all alone through my telescope. I'm sending you a signal across the galaxy. Though we're far apart, I can hear your heart calling out to me. Someday I may fly away and catch a comet's tail. Beyond the moon I'll sail. Tiny distant star, keeping me awake. Wonder why you wink. Stay right where you are, I'll be by your side sooner than you think. I'm standing on my tiptoes and reaching out in the dark. Can you feel my hand from your distant land? Do you feel a spark? Someday I may fly away and catch a comet's tail. Beyond the moon I'll sail. Tiny distant star, light years from my home, you are not alone.
All right, that was wonderful. I got chills again. I don't know, I must be coming down with a fever. So that was wonderful. So we have Cheryl Thurwall is next. And Ruth Gerson, are you here because you're on deck? I am. Excellent. And then Corey Dunn is in the hold. So we'll welcome Cheryl up here. And Cheryl, you've got a friend with you, Carrie Carranza on the cajon. So how do you want to set that up? Is that? All right. So while they're getting all fixed up, I just want to tell you about one of our principal sponsors for this evening's event. The Annex Studios in Menlo Park is generously donating 3 hours of studio time in Studio A. Russell Bond is the owner-operator there, I believe, and they have worked with the big names and the medium names, and they're helping people get their start. So I really want to say thank you to the Annex Studios in Menlo Park for donating that valuable 3 hours of studio time. So let's give it up for the Annex Studios and Russell Bond. All righty. And another sponsor for this evening's event is the Milk Pail Dairy in Mountain View. Steve Rasmussen owns that. And he's a big donor to a lot of community building type events. So the cheeses and things that the judges are partaking of this evening are courtesy of Milk Pail. And also my volunteer crew works for free, but I do like to feed them, and so there was plenty of food for them as well. So thank you, Steve of the Milk Pail in Mountain View. And they're right up there where they just knocked down the old Sears. So anyway, if you go in there, say hi to Steve and the gang and Rita. And so let's see how we're doing. And I guess we'll talk about one more sponsor for this evening's event, Carla Ray Piano Service. She is Palo Alto based. She's been tuning pianos for a really long time. She does a great job. She tunes my piano at home, and she donated the use of this beautiful Korg keyboard in case we have keyboardists this evening that would like to perform using a keyboard rather than a guitar. So just want to say thank you to our sponsors. Let's give it up for Carla Ray. Remember, it's never too soon to get your piano tuned by Carla Ray. And also she donates, I think I mentioned this every month, she donates, she volunteers in the school and tunes in the schools in Palo Alto and also beyond and tunes all their pianos for them. So, all right, so how are we doing? Don't worry, and we want to make sure everybody is, take your time getting ready, but I've gone over our sponsors and let's see. So, and Carrie Carranza, yes. Right? And you are playing the cajon. Okay. All right. And
Sorry
Cheryl.
about that.
Don't worry about it.
So this is my first time here, and I'm just a little bit nervous.
Okay.
And this is my sister, Carrie. And I don't really know what I can say about this song. It was just one of those days. So this is called Well Anyway.
Life is just better when you're drinking. That's what my sister says to me. She may be right, now I'm thinking. Shake me a cinnamon martini. I had a bad day, worked out that way. Why don't you stay anyway? My dog got into the leftovers. I don't think Szechuan food is good for her. Driving to work, I got pulled over. Now my boss says I have to transfer. I had a bad day. It just worked out that way. Why don't you stay anyway? You keep me laughing when I feel sad. You're just the best friend I ever had. Then I stopped by the supermarket, ran into my ex with his teenage bride. Can't find my car, now where'd I park it?
tripped and dropped my bag of groceries. Broke the heel right off of my new shoe. Managed to save the wine and goat cheese. Looks like there's just enough for two. I had a bad day. Worked out that way. Why don't you stay anyway? Anyway, 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 anyway. Life is just better when you're here. Anyway, well, anyway. Thank you so much.
Perform a second song. I don't know if you heard that you could sing a second song since we have, less performers than.
Well,
You're
I
certainly welcome
didn't,
to.
and I'm not really prepared, but
Okay.
everybody seems nice, so what the hell.
There we go. I
So
like
if
that
screw it
attitude.
up, I screwed
This
up.
is the place to do it.
Okay.
We're West Coast songwriters.
This is the
We're-
place to
we're
do it. As
learning
that
it.
nice man said, we're streaming out to hundreds of people.
At least 6 or 7.
At least 6 or 7.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Couldn't hear me? Yeah.
This one's called Hillbilly Blonde. She's got barbed wire tattoos and nothing to lose. Trailer park attitude, she better get her hands off you. Sure enough, she lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. Hair all piled up with too much makeup, skirt way too short, she can't get enough of all your stuff. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. She's got that hillbilly blonde, a thing going on. Don't you get tired of her song? She sings it all night long. I bet she's got a big truck trying to catch a young buck. Gun rack on the back, you look like a sitting duck. But she's out of luck. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. Too much caffeine and not enough sunscreen. Too many cigarettes, now she's just drunk and talking mean. She's not that tough. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. She's got that hillbilly blonde, a thing going on. Don't you get tired of her song? She sings it all night long. She's just a white trash trying to spend your cash, getting on my last nerve. The two of us are gonna clash. Ain't no bluff. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. Spiky red high heels, truck stop, drug deals. She touches you again, she better have some fast wheels. Ain't no bluff. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. She lost her mind, now I'm gonna get her rough. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. So Cheryl, what's with that crazy talk? You're not prepared for 2 songs. Great job.
Okay.
Yeah, no, go right ahead. It's fine. All right, thank you. And so let's see. Next we have Ruth Gerson. On deck we have Corey Dunn, And then RVR is in the hold. And after RVR, we're going to take a brief break. And Ruth, you're going to do 2 songs for us?
Yeah, I'll do a warm-up and then.
All righty. What's the name? Oh, you'll tell us. And then, so while she's getting set up, let me talk to you about what tonight's winners get. First of all, you have to be a member of West Coast Songwriters to compete. You can get critical feedback from the judges. But we like to have inquirers come. Anyone can perform as long as there's room. And that way people can check us out. So the winner for Best Performance this evening gets a Noisy Planet certificate. The Noisy Planet certificate does a lot of promotional work for you. They'll get your songs, Noisy Planet will get your songs up on the web. They'll get you some business cards, and they'll give you their introduction promotional package for free. That goes to both Best Performer and Best Song, Best Performance and Best Song. So thank you, Noisy Planet. Clapping hands. And so, Ruth, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, well then I'll stop talking. All right, take it away.
Could I have a tiny bit more vocal on the monitor if it's possible? This is a song called If You Were Mine.
Oh, if you were mine, I'd keep you from danger. Oh, if you were mine, I'd never let you falter. No one would hear you crying if you were mine. I'd never let you suffer. Oh, if you were mine, I'd love you like a king. Oh, if you were mine, you'd have all you ever wanted. I'd always see you smiling, and if you were mine, I'd give you everything. I'd never run no wonder. Oh, if you were mine, I'd only give you the truth. You wouldn't ever wonder for some other lover. I'd be beside you if you were mine forever. I'd want you to share. You to ramble, no one to take you down, no one to take you down. Oh, if you were mine, I'd bathe in marinette love. If you were mine, angels would sing all the time. I always would be humble, I would be kind. If you were mine, I'd never let you suffer. I'd never let you suffer. I'd never let you suffer.
Thanks. I'm happy I have some friends here this evening. I'm from New York City, and I had a great community in New York that I miss a lot, but I've been in the area a relatively short time, and in the past few months I've just made some great friends who I love, and I feeling like I have a home again, so I like that. This is called I'm Your Promised Land, and the only thing you really need to know about the song is that there's two people talking, and one of them's me. and the other one is not me.
He'll give you his wisdom, give you his word, tell you the winsome ways of the world. Want you each morning to get up and pray. Don't worry for nothing, it just doesn't pay. You'll find your way. Yes, you will. With a confident knowledge, your infinite skill. So don't be discouraged, you won't be refused. It's the way of the world, you gotta get used to it, dear. Have no fear, I'm the right in your hand. I'm your comfort and constant, baby, I'm your man. Have no fear of the one on his way, of the soul that gets saved. I'm your promised land. Well, accept what's given a day at a time. Take it or leave it, just keep it in mind. In the dust there's a diamond. If you trust in my name, I promise you'll find it. Walk in the shade. Well, I'll always be close to you, I'll never let you down. See, you're only looking for happiness, I know where it's found, my dear. Have no fear, I'm the right in your hand. I'm your comfort and constant, baby, I'm your man. Have no fear of the one on his way, of the soul that gets saved. I'm your promised land. There's no need, I can't accommodate, no sleep, I can't awake. Lean on me, I'm more than a confidant. I won't make a mistake, my dear. I know you had doubts, it was a difficult birth. You did what you could and you could have done worse. But in the ash, I see ashes, the dust, I find dust. You turned your face, you left me across when I lost all my courage. And I can't find my way. You'll forgive my reluctance to keep up my faith. Have no fear, I'm the right in your hand. I'm your comfort and constant, baby, I'm your man. Have no fear of the one on his way, of the soul that gets saved. I'm your promised land. I'm your promised land. Is there anywhere to go from here?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth, for sharing your art with us. Next up, we have Corey Dunn, and then we have RVR, and then after RVR, we're going to take a break. Let's see, camera 3. I don't know if you can catch Carla Ray is in the audience. She just got here. Carla, raise your hand so that Cheryl can focus on you. Carla Ray is the donor of our chord keyboard, and as I said, she does a lot of service in the schools. And I'm so glad you could make it tonight, Carla. Thank you for donating that for us, because that's an expensive rental, believe it or not. I looked into it. And so, Corey, how are we doing? Are we ready? All right, Corey, take it away. And thank you, Carla.
My name is Corey Dunn, and this first song I'm going to sing to you, I wrote when my youngest son was 4 years old. One night we were driving home from the East Bay. It was really late at night, and I thought he was asleep, but all of a sudden in the back seat he says, "Mommy, I'm dancing with the moon." And I turned around and he was like this, watching the moon, and he soon fell asleep after that. So this song is called Dancing with the Moon.
I wanna be tall. I wanna be big enough for two. I'd like it if I could reach the stars. Take a rocket ship across the galaxy and open up a window for you and me to see the change in view. 'Cause it only gets better from here. I'll pick you up when you fall down. I love the way you turn me around. And when you've grown up all too soon, I'll carry you into the night. Under the stars shining bright, we'll keep dancing with the moon. I wanna be strong. I wanna lift you high above my head and give you the strength to fight all your fears. Drive the boogeyman into the ground. I hope you wake up every day with an open mind and a song inside your heart. 'Cause it only gets better from here. I'll pick you up when you fall down. I love the way you turn me around. Before you grow up all too soon, I'll carry you into the night. Under the stars shining bright, we'll keep dancing with the moon and the stars above us. Dancing, dancing with the moon. Dancing with the moon. We'll keep dancing with the moon. I'll pick you up when you fall down and spin you around and around when we're dancing with the moon.
Thank you. All right, so keeping it in the family, this next song I wrote about a month ago with my husband in mind, and it's called Being With You.
I'm no Einstein when solving an equation.
problems that keep me from figuring, but I know one thing: I'm good at being with you. Measurements and logistics will keep me feeling mystic. Calculations, I'm often mistaken them, but I know one thing: I'm good at being with you. You amaze me with your mind full of facts and understanding. I don't have to be a genius to know that you're the one for me, for me. You amaze me with your mind full of facts and understanding. I don't have to be a genius to know that you're the one for me, for me. I've had my share of misconceptions, and I failed a test or two. But one thing is for sure: I'm good at being with you. From my heart I'm singing, I know it's true. I'm good at being with you. Like tea in a kettle, grass in a meadow, we go together. And I like being with you, being with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Next up, we have RVR. Then we're going to take a break. Don't go too far away because we'll just be about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And there's some very important people I need to thank this evening. I have to thank you, the performers and the audience, because without your art, where would we be? You bring so much to us, and I really thank you for coming here and sharing your art with us this evening. So can we clap for yourselves, please? Yeah, totally. It's very inspiring this evening. So RVR, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, take it away.
Thanks. I'm RVR, and good to see you all tonight. I was born in South Africa, raised in Sweden. I lived for several years in Washington, D.C., but I've now lived most of my life in California. And one of the things I just love about the Bay Area is that I've met more great people from all over the world right here. And the song I'll be performing tonight was inspired by a Russian friend. And this is called Irina. Irina, see clearly now, blue eyes and black lace, going down soft and slowly as you ease into your bed. I wanna see your secret garden. I wanna hold your golden hair. Will you be there till the break of day? Will you be my lone dove? Will you hold on for eternity? Will you be my one love? Can I be your soul companion? Can we live our lives as one? Can we leave our heart wide open? Can I be your chosen one? Will you hold on till the break of day? Will you be my lone dove? Will you be there for eternity? Will you be my one love? Thank you very much.
No? Okay. All right, so we're going to take a break now. Don't go away. West Coast Songwriters, Palo Alto chapter, the songwriting competition will be right back. Okay, thanks for watching. All right. Okay, we're clear. Welcome back for the second half of West Coast Songwriters, the Palo Alto chapter, the songwriting competition. These competitions take place the third Wednesday of every month. So if you would like to check them out, go to westcoastsongwriters.org. That's westcoastsongwriters.org. Learn more about this great organization that supports songwriters in the Bay Area and all along the West Coast. It's an amazing organization. There's chapters everywhere. There are song screenings and all kinds of conferences and events in support of the art and craft of songwriting. And I want to do a shout out to Ian Crombie, the executive director, the second hardest working man in America behind the president. And I just want to say thank you, Ian, for making everything happen at West Coast Songwriters for us. All right, so, yeah, okay. So now we have Rusty King, and after Rusty, we have Lisa Nile on deck and Greg Lamboy in the hold. So Rusty, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, thank you.
How y'all doing? I'm Rusty King. I think it's about time you had a little bologna in this talent sandwich. So I tell you what, when they said 2 songs tonight, this was my first reaction. So I have a plan though now. My plan is this. The first song I'm going to do is a cappella. And that way when I do my second song, which will be a drum and singing song, that's going to sound like a symphony. That's the plan anyway. So this song, I have a friend I was working with, and we were going to go to Nashville, and the first thing he said was, oh no, we may get there, and they're going to think we're not country because we're from California. And I said, just let me take care of that. So this is a song I wrote. It's called Don't Tell Me I Ain't Country. I got a dog named Buck in a pickup truck, saloon where I drink at night, Stetsons and Remingtons and plenty of boots. I've been known to fight, so don't tell me I ain't country, 'cause the Golden West is where I come from. You can't get any more to the West unless you wear a hula skirt, I guess. So don't tell me I ain't country. Well, it seems like the grand old South likes putting us down. They say nothing grows out west but big city clowns. Yeah, 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 well, I got something to say, and I'm a-saying it here today. We're the Golden West, and that's as country as it gets. So don't tell me I ain't country, 'cause the Golden West is where I come from. You can't get any more to the West unless you wear a hula skirt, I guess. So don't tell me I ain't country, 'cause I got a dog named Buck in a pickup truck, saloon where I drink at night, Stetsons and Remingtons and plenty of boots, and I've been known to fight. So now you know my name, and you know I got a claim to fame. So don't tell me I ain't country. No, no, don't tell me I ain't country. Whoa, no, don't tell me I ain't country. Thank you. Did you see my hands shaking when I was pointing? That's all behind me now. I give you my symphony. I'd like to dedicate this to all the young drummers out there watching. Look at me. I've done this for 50 years, and could anyone look happier than I look right now? This is a true story. It's called Mr. Right Now. And it happened one night when I was out at a club. So I hope you like it. And did someone say, please do a drum solo in the middle? Okay, I'll do a drum solo. As I sat by the jukebox, playing my favorite three, a big old woman come up, she looked around at me. Looked me up, looked me down, don't know what she found, but she said, come on over here, little man, gonna dance with me right now, whoa. I said, hold on, woman, just dance with yourself. Give Mr. Right a chance. You sure ain't my match made ever to Sadie Hawkins dance. She said, you barked like a big dog, little pup. Mama, I gotta put you down. Why you act like a German shepherd for hanging out this dog pound? Now, you and me gonna dance tonight just for a little while, 'cause I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now. She said, I ain't looking for Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. I'm getting tired of waiting for him to fall out of those clouds now. You and me gonna dance tonight just for a little while, 'cause I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now. Well, she grabbed me up by the nape of the neck and dragged me onto the floor. She spun me around till I stopped spinning. She spun me around some more. She said, I ain't looking for macho men, no whiners or no clowns. I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now. She said again, I ain't looking for Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. I'm getting tired of waiting for him to fall out of those clouds now. You and me gonna dance tonight just for a little while, 'cause I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now. Drum solo. She said, I ain't looking for Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. I'm getting tired of waiting for him to fall out of those clouds now. You and me gonna dance tonight just for a little while, 'cause I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now. She took a look at one, no good. Took a look at two, both bad. Took a look at the last 2 dozen, she stormed off mad. Threw her purse in the corner, looked back with a dagger glance. Now she said, I ain't happy with anyone, but I'll give y'all a second chance. Let's dance. She said again, I ain't looking for Mr. Right, just Mr. Right now. I'm getting tired of waiting for him to fall out of those clouds now. You and me gonna dance tonight just for a little while, 'cause I ain't looking for Mr. Right corn dog. Just Mr. Right now, yeah, yeah, Mr. Right now, yeah, yeah, Mr. Right now, yeah, yeah, Mr. Right now, right now, right now. Thank you.
Rusty. Okay, that's amazing. And a wonderful true story. Thank you for sharing that heartwarming true story with us, Rusty. So next up we have Miss Lisa Nile and featuring Ray Zhao on the guitar. Did I just murder your name, Ray? Ray Joe. Joe. Okay, Ray Joe. Great. Yeah. So let's see. So while they're setting up, you're at the Media Center, which is a cable access station here in Palo Alto, and there are 3,000 cable access stations all across America, and they're all very different. But you can get video training to produce your own shows, do field production. You can come and crew here, which we would love that. You just have to take a class, and boom, you're in. But it's all volunteer run. There's only one person this evening, getting officially paid for being here this evening. And that's Karen Adams, our production manager. And so I want to say thank you especially to Karen Adams this evening. Thank you, Karen. She's in the control room. But otherwise, it's volunteers. So please check out the cable access stations. They're everywhere, and they love it when people like you come and check us out. So Lisa, are you ready?
I think so.
And you're going to do one song this evening?
One song.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
This is called Eyes for You. Oh, shame, shame on me. Can I start again, please? Sorry. One more time. Oh, shame, shame. Oh, shame on me. I've gone too far to stop now, baby. Can't you see? I don't have eyes for no one else. Just want your loving, baby. I can't help myself. Oh, shame, shame. What have you done? Well, if you call for me, you're running, I will come. That devil smile knocks me off my feet. Oh, you're a wicked man with kisses sugar sweet. I got a bad, so bad, don't know what to do. I got a bad, so bad, I've got eyes for you. Honey, I've got eyes for you. I've got eyes for you. I can't help myself. Boy, you know it's true. Move me, you groove me. Do those sweet things to me, baby. I've got eyes for you. Do you know what you do? What you doing to me? I've gone too far to stop now, baby. Can't you see? I don't have eyes for no one else. Just want your loving, baby. I can't help myself. I got a bad, so bad, don't know what to do. I got a bad, so bad, I've got eyes for you. Well, honey, I've got eyes for you. I've got eyes for you. I can't help myself. Boy, you know it's true. Move me, you groove me. Do those sweet things to me, baby. I've got eyes for you. Mama keeps telling me that you're just a man. I say yes, oh yes, I know it's true. But you move on down my tracks like a freight train coming fast. You got me spinning round and round. What's a girl to Thank you.
All right, sorry about that. Hey, that was amazing. Thank you, Lisa and Ray. Appreciate that. And Greg, you're up next. Then we have Mark. So while Greg's setting up, I just want to say thank you to our incredible, incredible judges this evening who were volunteered to do this gig. Michael, Bev, Greg, thank you so much. We appreciate your working for us this evening in service of West Coast Songwriters. And also just want to say thank you again for coming. We've got 2 more acts. And then we're going to wrap in, but don't go away. I will post the winner of tonight's Best Performance and Best Song on Facebook. So we are going to wrap the show after the last performer. Then the judges will retire. Everyone will be chewing their nails, gnashing their teeth, waiting. But don't worry, you can check out the West Coast Songwriters Facebook page to get the winners if you're watching live. And gee, I don't know, you'll have to just email us if you're not watching live and you're watching this in playback. Becky@midpennmedia.org. Who won? Okay, Greg, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, Greg, thank you.
Hey, how about a round of applause for Becky, who is here improvising in between each of these acts, which is a whole art form all by itself.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that.
You were mentioning the volunteers, which we very much appreciate, and the sponsors before. I just thought it was very funny that your volunteers get paid in cheese, which I think is an apt metaphor for the music industry. This is not going up, so I'm going to deal with it. So this is my warm-up song. This is going back a little ways for me. Up until this very summer, I had been busking for years at a place called The Cannery over in San Francisco, and they just stopped their music program since 1970, something like that, so very sad. But I was the last person to play there, so I thought that was a great way to end it. And this is a song I wrote about playing there. This is, I'm sure you guys can relate, about how you still play even though there's nobody around to listen. This is called Reason for the Rhyme. Just me and the pigeons, doesn't it always seem that way? Now these weighty decisions are all getting in the way. Is the freedom worth the fight? Is the passion worth the price? Do I really want to go through this every time? A reason for the rhyme. A reason for the rhyme. Just part of the scenery, I just add to the ambiance. I blend in with the greenery, but is that really what I want? Though the sun is glistening, is there anyone listening? Do I really want to go through this every time? A reason for the rhyme. I've got ambitions and I've got goals. Gonna take a little moment to feed my soul. I'm gonna put it out there and let everybody decide. This life ain't what it seems, but it's better than anything. Taking my chances and doing my thing. I may regret it later, but now it's really easy to find a reason for the rhyme. Life ain't what it seems, but it's better than anything. Stepping on up, taking my swing. I may regret it later, but now it's really easy to find. I said I may regret it later, but now it's pretty easy to find a reason reason for the rhyme, a reason for the rhyme, a reason for the rhyme, a reason for the rhyme. Just me and the pigeons, doesn't it always seem that way? Thanks. Forgive me. I hate out-of-tune guitars. So there's I'm sure you've been paying attention to the news lately. There are a lot of people out on the street. And not telling you how you should feel about that, but admire their spirit. And this is kind of touching on that. I guess we all want the world to be a better place, right? I hope we all want the world to be a better place, right? This is all about that. This is called Up to Me. Living in these trying times really makes you realize that change requires compromise. Still, I'd like to see a few more changes if it were up to me. If it were up to me. Longing for the good old days, those misremembered yesterdays, never made sense anyways. The future's bright, you see. If it were up to me, there'd be no more wars and ignorance, no hungry people crying, no more hate and prejudice, no more leaders lying, a lot more love to go around, a lot less poverty. If it were up to me, if it were up to me, cynics, they've all got it wrong. They've held the power far too long. It's simple faith that makes you strong, the power to believe. If it were up to me, there'd be no more wars and ignorance, no hungry people crying, no more hate and prejudice, and no more leaders lying. There'd be a lot more love to go around, a lot less poverty. If it were up to me, I'd bring us all together, really work to make things better. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you, Greg. Next up, I guess we have Mark Rafferty. Mark, because he's coming up. And so this is the part of the show. I guess Mark's our last this evening, which is hard to believe. It's gone so fast. I start off in the early evening exhausted from working all day, and I feel so enriched and fed. So thank you all again for coming and lifting me up and inspiring me the way you all do. And then so this evening, though, I just want to say thank you to our volunteer crew, without whom this would be totally impossible, and I could never afford. This is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to produce a show like this. Come on up, Mark. Get yourself situated. So let's start off with right here on the floor. We have Anthony Jewett is our floor manager, our stage manager. Anthony, thank you for working this evening. So over here on camera one, can someone pick up Stan? That's Stan. He's camera one. Thank you, Stan. He's my floor director. Who can pick up Cheryl on camera 3? Anybody? Can someone? That's Cheryl on camera 3. Thank you, Cheryl. And then Krishna Raghunath is on camera 2. Thank you, Krishna. And then we borrowed Tim Erskine from KMVT in Mountain View, another cable access station. He's running the inside audio board for us. Tim, thank you. Appreciate that. And then in the control room, we have, on the audio board in the control room, we have Mike Quinn. Can anybody pick up the control room? I think it's kind of hard to get him, but Mike, thank you. Yay! Fred Bachman on graphics. Scott Van Dyne is directing and switching tonight. And Karen Adams is the production manager, a volunteer here at the Media Center. Thank you, Karen. All right. So how about it, Mark? Are we good? I don't have to talk anymore? You are good. You're so good. And we're all good because we're all here in service of our common passion for this wonderful art form. Okay? Thanks, Mark.
Hey, my name is Mark. I'm a songwriter, or at least I try to be. So I have one here, gone through the dreaded rewrite. I took it to the conference. It was found out to be unanimous that you can't use the word but in a song. So it's gone. So I no longer have a disclaimer for this song. It's called E equals MC squared. Some of y'all have heard of it, but you probably haven't heard the rewrite. I close my eyes and I see my family, people I have known, bodies that have grown, and all my memories are happy ones, full of fun. I remember everyone. Here's some thoughts I have for you. They're wise and they're true, just my point of view. You can pick some corn, you can pick a card, you can pick a string on an old guitar. You can choose who you're gonna be friendly to. You can pick a rose, you can pick your clothes, you can pick your toes like no one knows. You can't pick who you're related to. Can't pick your uncles or aunts, your mother, father, your grandma or gramps, your brother, sister, your nieces or nephews. So many choices you have in this life. You pick your husband, you pick your wife. Don't you wish you could pick your cousins too? You can pick a song on an old jukebox. You can pick a pocket, you can pick a lock. You can pick where you're gonna be pierced or tattooed. You can pick a number in the lottery, but the money won't fall far from the family tree. Can't pick who you're related to. In-laws, they come and go. They have that right by law, you know. Wonder what brought most of them around here. But if it weren't for their gene pool, we would all be royal fools. And you know, that's my biggest fear. You can pick a movie, you can pick your seat, you can pick the popcorn from between your teeth. You can pick apart the plot of that movie and give it a scathing review. You can pick the song that you like best. You can pick the place where you're laid to rest. You can't pick who you're related to. Now when all things are said and done, and DNA has tracked us all down, and we find out we're all just one big family. 'Cause I've been told since my birth, we're here to share Mother Earth. One people, all humanity. And that's my theory. Doesn't have to be your theory, but that's my theory of relativity. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the one I want to use in competition. Actually, that song won in San Rafael a couple weeks ago. So I'm happy for that. And this one goes somewhere else. This one I saw a thing on public television about the ocean and our blood and our tears. And they're all the same salinity. I thought, something's got to be happening there. This is called I Wonder Why. When I look out over the ocean and I think of all the tears we have cried, I really do wonder why it isn't much deeper. I wonder why, I wonder why. Please tell me. I wonder why, I wanna know. When I look out over the freeway, I see good people paying for most of their lives, stuck in traffic, going nowhere. Is this the way we should be spending our lives? I wonder why. I wonder why. I wanna know. Why do people have to hurt each other? Why does everyone always want to fight? Why is peace so elusive? Why can't we love and do what is right? Please tell me. I wonder why. I wanna know. Please tell me, won't you? Please, please tell me. Please tell me, won't you? Please, please tell me. Please tell me, won't you? Please, please tell me. Please tell me, won't you? Please, please tell me.
when I turn on my television and the weatherman tells me it's raining outside. It's global warming or that ice caps are melting, but the ocean is on the rise, and I know why. Don't have to tell me, and I know why. It's tears we've cried.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mark. And thanks to all of you for coming and performing this evening. Thanks for you for watching. Thanks to you at home who are watching. And I just want to do a quick thank you to our judges, Michael Edel, Bev Barnett, and Greg Newland. Thank you so much. And then also our generous sponsors, the Annex Studios in Menlo Park, for donating 3 hours to the winner of Best Song, and to Noisy Planet for donating certificates for their promotional package. And I also, for the Best Performer, I do have in my pocket a flash drive for you to put all your songs on and send it to me. And also to Milk Pail Dairy of Mountain View for providing all this wonderful snacks for us. And I think the cheese tonight was the horseradish chive. What's called horseradish chive? What was it? Havarti. Thank you, horseradish chive. Okay, so thank you, Steve, and also to Miss Carla Ray for donating the use of a keyboard. Thank you. All right, so I think we're getting ready to wrap. I think check us out on Facebook. To West Coast Songwriters Facebook page to see the winner of tonight's competition. I just thank you everyone again. I think it's going to wrap. Don't go away. This has been West Coast Songwriters Song Competition, the Palo Alto chapter. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back December 21st, the third Wednesday of the month. Okay, thank you everybody. All right.
And no one can do any better, but it's always too early to quit. It's always too early.